Do you ever use the term lightheadedness or dizziness or vertigo, and you're not quite certain exactly what those terms mean? Do you ever use any terms like fogginess or off balance or squirrely even? I've had people use that term with me to describe a really difficult thing to make other people understand that you might be suffering from. If those things ring with you in some way, that you may have kind of used that terminology in the past or present, I'm glad you are here for the video. My name is Joel. I'm a physical therapist with 25 years of experience. We believe that moving more and moving better will help you live a happier, healthier life. In today's video, I want to briefly touch on what I believe the differences in the terms that we talked about, lightheadedness, dizziness, vertigo, what those terms actually mean so that you can use them properly to use other videos in this series to help you relieve yourself of those circumstances. So I have a ton of experience working with people with just those complaints: balance problems, falls, complaints of lightheadedness, dizziness, vertigo. We have to split some things apart and make sure that you're using the correct terminology and understanding where that terminology comes from. So the first section, the first group of complaints, is based under the title, what I would call lightheadedness. So lightheadedness, dizziness, syncope, pre-syncope are more medical type terms. That's different than vertigo. Vertigo is very, very specific. So I want to make sure that we have this understanding. If you use the term lightheadedness or dizziness and you are telling me about those symptoms, me and my professional experience and the way my mind wraps around those terms is that I'm thinking that you're describing a feeling that is from here up. It's a feeling in your head. It's a feeling that is just strange. It feels like you're not quite connected. Dizziness could come in different ways. A lot of people feel it when they're getting up and down from a surface. A lot of people feel it when they shake their head really quickly. A lot of people feel it when they're in a vehicle or a grocery store for different reasons. There will be more videos that I can link here in the future on what those things mean. But lightheadedness and dizziness are just simply a sensation where you feel like you're faint a little bit, where you feel a real quick burst of, just not feeling like your body is quite there. You may experience some visual changes with that, but there's no real severe sensation. There's no feeling that if you move, you're just going to fall down no matter what, because you just can't focus or do anything kind of, in a way that you normally would. And the sensation that you're feeling is just so profound that your body cannot balance itself because it's feeling that type of a way. Lightheadedness is generally on the lower side of things. People can have it all the time. They can have it intermittently through the day. They could feel it for longer periods of time, such as minutes, or very short periods of time, such as seconds. And those types of symptoms depend on quite a few things. They could be linked to, heart rate issues or pacing issues. They could be linked to poor oxygen in your blood. So there might not be enough oxygen around your blood. That's called oxygen saturation. They could be linked to all different sort of metabolic issues that your body might be going through that kind of don't get the oxygen to where it needs to be. And then if your brain doesn't get a lot of oxygen, certainly the amount that it needs, that could be one of those symptoms. They could be due to something you ate. something that I don't really deal with, but obviously there's a link there. They could be linked more in my world to an inner ear issue, a vestibular issue we call it. We'll talk about more of that in other videos that you can search for on the channel. So lightheaded and dizziness is the general kind of, topic where it's a lower level of intensity, and it could be coming on for various reasons. So to differentiate lightheadedness with vertigo, people often use those terms to mean the same thing. Vertigo is a very, very specific term that basically means the false sense of movement. So what it means is this: you either perceive that your body is moving when it's not, or the world is moving around you when it's actually not. Vertigo, the easiest way to understand what that feeling is like, if you've not already experienced that, is if you're looking, it feels like the room is kind of just going quick, 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 around in a circle around you, much in the way that you felt when you were a kid and you grabbed onto a stop sign and ran around the stop sign 10 times and then you stop and everything keeps going. That's vertigo. Vertigo is often more associated with something we call benign positional vertigo. And when we get some videos up on that, I will get some links for you on this video, and that you can check that out to understand that a little bit more in detail. That's a very specific yet benign, okay? So this type of vertigo is very, very bad. It's a bad feeling. It's not a bad thing to have, it's a bad feeling. The feeling is horrible. I've seen too many cases where, this feeling just brings on such anxiety because it's so severe. So that's where it's different than lightheadedness and dizziness. The other way it's different is that there's an actual feeling of movement, like you're spinning or the world is spinning around you. So that's vertigo, most often tied to a condition we call benign positional vertigo. You may have heard the term crystals associated with it. It can also really indicate that there's something serious going on in your central nervous system, and specifically in your brain. Usually vertigo that is not very serious in nature is fleeting. It doesn't last very long. It can last a minute, and after that real spinning sensation goes away, you may be stuck now with lightheadedness and dizziness. So they can be kind of, correlated, but they're not the same. Vertigo that stays with you is most often concerning. It usually means that there is something going on that needs medical attention, and we would advise you to consult with your physician regarding that. Vertigo that is fleeting and usually comes along when you change positions, such as bending over, rolling over in bed, getting up and down from bed, looking up and down, and goes away within a minute or two, is very well treated by a qualified physical therapist. Okay, so lightheadedness and dizziness versus vertigo. Two different kind of camps here. The last thing is that a lot of people use the terms lightheadedness and dizziness to describe the fact that they're off balance. When I hear lightheadedness or dizziness, remember, I only think it's something from here above. If you are off balance, simply just use the term off balance or losing your balance or feel like you're falling or wobbly. Those are more issues with how your body works from down below the chin, so to speak. So I hope that clears things up, and I hope that it gives you some sense of using those terms properly, because using them properly will allow you to get more answers on how you can work through those issues. Again, as this channel evolves and grows, there will be more content to teach you exactly how to do that. We want to help people be able to move better, and if you're lightheaded or dizzy or you have vertigo, we have some strategies to kind of remediate those things and improve them significantly in your life. We believe that moving often, moving more, and moving better will help you live a healthier, longer life. Thank you for watching. I hope this was very beneficial to you. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Comment down below if you have any questions relative to this. We'd love to see your feedback. It will help us develop the information that is important to you, our viewers. We hope to see you on the next video.